On our back, we're going to go place both feet nice and flat to the floor. I want to be grounded through our feet, nice spread toes, feeling the ball of the big toe, ball of the pinky toe, and heel evenly loaded into the floor. So nice inhale into the belly, lifts the belly up to the ceiling. We get a big sway in the low back. I can slide my hands underneath my back. Exhale, imagine the belly button like a thumb, pressing the spine down into the floor. Inhale, that thumb lifts and reaches up to the ceiling. Exhale, presses down. I want the press of that spine into the floor to come from my belly and not my feet. I don't want to lift my hips in order to push my spine down. I want it to all come from exhale breath. My feet are actually grounded but fairly soft, at least for now. And here in a second, we're going to actually engage into the feet. But the first thing is feeling that pelvic mobility. And now I want to start working that segmental action of the spine. So as we exhale, belly presses into the floor, feet will now engage grounded feet, and we're going to scoop our tailbone, and we're going to continue to scoop. And I want to reach that tailbone like I'm trying to touch the ceiling, but I want to do it so that it starts to lift each vertebrae one at a time, starting with the sacrum. So starting with that inhale, exhale, back goes flat, feet engaged, scoop, feel the sacrum lift. L5 is still touching. Then the L5 lifts, but the L4 is still touching. Then L3, L2, L1, until we get into this nice hip bridge. And once I'm in this hip bridge, I still want to actively scoop from that tailbone so that I can feel my glutes. And then on the way down, we're going to feel each vertebrae touching the floor one at a time. L1, L2, L3, L4, L5, sacrum. And then we lift, feeling that sway in the back, belly up to the ceiling, and then exhale. And you feel each vertebrae lift one at a time, and you replace each vertebrae one at a time. Now, we have a natural lordotic curve, which will make it difficult for you to feel your L3, L4, and L5 touch the floor segmentally. That's not unusual. It can improve. I am able to feel each vertebrae one at a time, but when I first started this, I didn't. It took several weeks of really working on this to gain that mobility and that segmental mobility of my spine. And that segmental mobility is your birthright. If you cannot do it, that is something that we want to work on, because our spines are supposed to be mobile and stable. If it's an immobile spine, it's got too much stability. If it's got, then we also are working in the stability part, and that's what we're going to get into in a little bit. All right. So on our next exhale, as we get to the top, we're going to stay at the top, and we're going to bring that same breath and pelvic tilt that we started with on the floor, but we're going to do it with the hips elevated. So as you inhale, let that belly open up to the ceiling, pelvis tilts forward, we get a sway in our low back, and then exhale, navel into spine as we scoop. I want to go back and forth a good 6 to 8 breaths. As we're inhaling and exhaling, I want to keep driving through your grounded feet. Keep your hips elevated. Don't let them start to drop. Hips stay at the same position as you inhale to exhale. And if you're able to maintain that position, in each exhale, you're really turning that tailbone like you're trying to touch the ceiling, keeping that core engaged, you'll start to notice those glutes really light up on fire. And we'll let the hips back down to the floor.